Apple just had their 2026 Worldwide Developer Conference and everyone is talking about
and the new Siri.
Siri AI.
The Siri.
Siri. But the one thing no one is talking about is that the new Siri is built on Google's Gemini. Apple has basically tapped out of the race to build its own AI and went, you know what, Google, you do it. And Apple has good reasons for that, because it is not able to keep up with the latest AI models that are getting better literally every single day. So I have gone through the entire keynote so that you don't have to, and I've picked out 5 things that would really matter to you. And stick around till the end, because if you are an iPhone user, there is a chance you won't get any of these new features. The Siri has been completely rebuilt, it's conversational now. Along with that, you get a new Siri app and it syncs across your iPhone, iPad and Mac. So you can start the chat on your phone and finish it on your laptop. Very helpful. And the part that actually matters here is that the new Siri can see your stuff. Your messages, your photos, your calendar, whatever is literally on your phone right now. Siri can not just see it, it can now act on it. Like you can say, find the photos from last weekend and send it to mom, and it will be done. So here is what I want you to take from this. If you're already living inside ChatGPT or Claude like I do, Siri is not here to replace them. It can't outthink them even if it tries, trust me. But it can do one thing they can't. It can see all your private stuff on your device without shipping it to some server somewhere. So it's not going to be your new AI model. It is going to be the layer that sits on top of the AI that you already use. And because I've been saying that Siri can look at your private stuff, you might be worried about privacy. Well, nothing changes over here. Some of these actions run right in your phone, so it never leaves your device. And the rest, which requires high computational power, goes to Apple's own private cloud, which Apple swears even they can't see. Oh, and before I forget, the rumor that Apple will let you set ChatGPT or Claude as your default, skipping Siri entirely, well, that hasn't happened yet, probably for privacy reasons. But could it come down the line? We'll see. Number 2, and this is where it gets interesting. Siri can now actually go and do things for you on its own. The best example is the Passwords app in your iPhone. If you have got a weak password somewhere, Siri will go to the website itself, log in and change it to a strong password and save it. You don't have to touch a thing. But Apple here is actually playing safe with automation. If you see, Google showed off what Gemini can do a couple of weeks ago, where it said you can point your phone at a concert poster and it will straight away book it for you. Sounds incredible, right? But actually think about it. How does it know it got the right price, the right seats, the right dates? Sounds more like a overpromise to me. On the other hand, what Apple will do is, it will find the concert tickets, it will remind you, it will line it all up, but it stops right before actually buying it for you. And if you think about it, this is more believable as compared to what Google said us. Number 3, and this is my favorite. If you actually get things done on your phone, this is going to be the best thing for you in the entire keynote. So you remember the Shortcuts app that Apple introduced a few years ago? It was super powerful, but a total pain to set up. All those little blocks that you have got to drag around, which is why so many of us just don't use it. But now, things are changing. You now just describe what you want in plain English and it builds the entire thing for you. So let's say you want to check on your unread messages while going to work. You could just say, when I connect my iPhone to my car Bluetooth in the morning, just start my driving playlist and read out my unread messages. And done. It builds the entire automation for you. So useful, because this is something that will genuinely save you time every single day. Number 4, the image stuff. Okay, so you remember AI Playground, Apple's new and big AI image tool from last time? The one that turned everything into not sure what. But one thing I'm sure about, nobody used it. But that's changing as well. They have finally gone back and fixed it. Now it can do proper photorealistic images, like actual real looking photos. And the part that got me interested is they have also got better at object removal. And you can now stretch the edges of a photo to make it wider, and the image AI will fill in the gaps. But the wild one is spatial reframing, where it shifts the camera angle after you have already taken the shot. Again, filling the gaps using AI, and this is actually impressive if Apple delivers this time. Oh, an important thing to note over here is because these things require higher computational power, all of this is done on the cloud, which means you get a daily free limit. And if you want to use it more, you might have guessed it, you have to pay for iCloud storage. And number 5 is parental control. Stick with me because there is an AI angle here that is actually wild. So Apple's phones can now use on-device AI to scan the images on your kid's phone. If something comes through with nudity, the phone can automatically blur it and also send a notification to the parent. And this works beyond iMessages. So if your kid is getting a dodgy DM, it will flag that too. And parents can now also lock screen time down to per app. And the parent will also get a heads up if the kid texts on an unknown number. Now on the face, that's genuinely good, especially in today's AI world. And the fact that it's not limited to Apple's own apps and can reach to other apps as well makes it truly amazing. But here is the cynical part. Think about what Apple is really doing here. They are making the iPhone the safest possible phone for your kid. So you hand your kid an iPhone as young as you possibly can. And a kid who grows up on an iPhone, that's an iPhone user for life. It's a pretty amazing strategy, I must say. And that brings me to the catch I promised you at the start. All these fancy new stuff, the best version of it, the new natural sounding voice, the smartest on-device Siri, only runs on 2 phones, iPhone Air and iPhone 17 Pro. That's it. So if you have got an iPhone 16, the phone that Apple literally sold you as built for Apple intelligence, yeah, you don't get the full thing. Tell me about betrayal. But the big question over here is, Apple stood on the exact same stage back in 2024 and promised us this exact Siri, the one that knows your whole life and does everything for you. And then they just never shipped it. And notice that this time every single demo was live, which is Apple basically saying, we know you don't trust us, so look, all of this is real this time. We promise. So I would say don't directly buy the new iPhone because right now, again, it's just a promise and we have heard the same thing before. So I would wait and see if Apple delivers this time. And if you found this useful, do subscribe to TechSober and I will see you in the next video. Till then, peace.